to another episode of Crazy Delicious Cooking. Today we're taking you back to Brazil for another delicious recipe. So today we're making potato salad as a side dish, and in Brazil, in Portuguese, they call it
Maionese de Batata, which is basically potato mayonnaise.
Potato mayonnaise. So we're making our own mayonnaise, and of course we're going to put the potatoes in. So I'm really excited for this one. We made this when Luiz's family was here back in July,
This
is his mother's recipe. It's homemade. It is so freaking good. You don't want to buy potato salad in the supermarket anymore. So you always ate this growing up, right?
Right, yeah. Every Sunday my mom would make this mayonnaise de batata with chicken. She would put in the oven and grill the chicken and make this batata, mayonnaise de batata for us. So lucky that Ariadne, my sister-in-law, she learned. Unfortunately my mom is no longer with us, but she learned, and so we can make it here for you guys.
Yes. So this is a recipe passed down from generation to generation.
Yep. So
I'm ready to get started. Are you ready to get started?
Yep.
All right. Simbora.
Simbora.
Let's go. For Luiz's mom's potato salad recipe, we are going to be using 4 potatoes, 2 eggs, the juice of about half of the lime, basically like 1/8 to 1/4 of an onion, and then this lovely bottle of vegetable oil that we will pour in.
We love vegetable oil.
That we will just pour in the blender, and there is no measurement for this, but you're going to use a lot.
You're going to pour slowly. You'll
pour
see
slowly.
all the blenders on.
It's going to be a lot. Just have no fear.
It's mayonnaise.
It tastes good. Alright, so just a few ingredients here. And our potato salad is going to be a side dish. We're also going to be cooking steak. We're going to have some salad and tomatoes and some hearts of palm. And I'll show you the hearts of palm later. If you've never tried them, again, something you should try. You can get them at Trader Joe's. We got ours at Bilo. They have them at Publix. You can probably find them in any supermarket. They're in a can, and they are all over Brazil. Yeah. They're really good. Just to put on salads or just to eat on the side. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to peel our potatoes and cut them into chunks. And I'm going to pass this over to Luiz because I don't want to do it. Thank you, darling.
Yes.
So of course, while Luiz is peeling and cutting the potatoes, we have our big pot of water boiling back here, and we're going to boil our potatoes. The key to this is to not overboil your potatoes. You do not want them to be soggy and for them to fall apart. You want your potatoes to be kind of firm. So you really have to keep an eye on them. I don't really know how many minutes it's going to take, but we will just kind of taste test after they've been boiling for maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, because I really don't want them to get too soft.
So guys, I'm about finished cutting up the potatoes here, and I'm going to show you in a minute what's the size of the cubes that you should be making. So this is basically the size you should be cutting your potato in cubes.
Luiz just finished up cutting up our potatoes, and in they go. We're going to boil these. Again, we're not going to boil them too long. We're going to keep a real close eye on these. So here you go. Put them in. Ooh-wee. And then in the meantime, I'm going to get the ingredients that we're going to use to make the actual mayonnaise into the blender. So we're going to cut up an onion. Like I said, we're only going to use like 1/4 to 1/8 of this onion. So yeah, just because we're only using 4 potatoes, we really don't want this to be too oniony. So we're going to use 1/8. I've got 1/4 here, so I'm just going to cut half of this. And I'm going to cut it into like really kind of tiny pieces. Actually, I might do 1/4. This was a really small onion. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add our 2 eggs into our blender. Just crack them right in there. And that gets blended first. So Luiz is just going to blend that up. And then we're going to take our chopped onion and we're also going to put that inside. And then Luiz is going to go ahead and blend that again. The next thing to go in is our lime juice, and I just squeezed a fresh lime, and I'm going to put about half a tablespoon into our mixture, and Luiz is going to go ahead and blend this up again. There we go. So I just turned off the potatoes. They are done. We're just going to drain them and let them cool. I've got my half teaspoon of salt here, and I'm just going to put it in, and Luiz is going to blend this up once again. Should have made some cacadillas. And now, my friends, my dear friends, here comes the fun part. The oil. The oil goes into our blender. We're going to funnel it in very, very slowly. And again, there is no measurement for this. Basically, it's going to be a little bit thick.
Yeah, it's all about the texture.
It's all about the texture. So it wants to be a little bit thick. Kind of like when you dip a spoon in, it sticks to the spoon and doesn't run off super fast.
We'll show you at the end.
We will show you. So, Luiz can get our funnel, and we're going to crack open this big old bottle of oil.
Okay, so we're going to start putting in the oil, and I'm going to start the blender, and then I'm going to open the top here while it's running, and I'm going to start pouring the oil.
Just saw was the constant flow of the oil going in. So like I said, we used a funnel to do it very, very slowly. Keep it flowing in there the whole time. All right, let's see the texture. It's pretty firm. Let's try it. It's good. Tastes like mayonnaise. Ancient Brazilian technique right here. Chris, this is another tip for you. How to cool potatoes. All we have left to do now is combine our potatoes and our mayonnaise. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this right in and gently fold our potatoes into the mayonnaise. Here we go.
Looks good.
It does. Stir this a little more here. Wowza, that is a lot of potato salad. So you're gonna get a big old bowl from 4 potatoes. Of course, you can make more if you want and double the recipe. You can make less if you want.
Depends on the family size.
Right. In Brazil, we feed a lot of people at once, so the recipes are always big. Plus, you know, this is gonna last in your fridge for a while. You can have it the next day.
Which is even better because it's cooler.
Which is even better. So you kind of want to prepare this ahead of time so that it has time to cool. We're going to stick this in the fridge before we eat it with the rest of our meal. And again, this is a side dish. So we're going to be serving it with steak, which is also very Brazilian, just eating steak and meat. Luiz always needs meat in his meal. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the hearts of palm now. So as I told you earlier, I wanted to show you what hearts of palm are because they're super popular in Brazil. It's kind of just a natural thing to have on your salad or just eat by themselves as a little side dish. So here we found them in a can. I bought them from Bilo. Again, you can find them at Trader Joe's. They come in a jar or a can. Publix, any supermarket should have these. And then what they are, let me just show you one here. They come in some liquid, so you can pour the liquid out. We don't want that. And let me just grab one in here.
Or you can keep the liquid if you think you're not going to eat it all, so you put the liquid in the Tupperware.
Yeah, so this is what they look like. And we're going to go ahead and slice these up. You can find some that are already sliced, but they're going to be whole like this. And what are these, Luiz?
So this is from the palm tree. It's actually the trunk of the palm tree. And the reason why they're called hearts of palm, it's because these are the very inner part of the actual trunk of the tree.
They're a little bit expensive.
Yeah, they're a little bit expensive, and of course the outer part of the trunk is very hard, but the heart is soft and delicious.
So I'm going to go ahead and slice these up along with some tomatoes, and I'm going to have some salad, just plain salad on the side. And Luis is going to go ahead and grill up our meat, and our potato salad is chilling, and we're going to put it all together for a delicious Brazilian dinner right when we come back. See you in a little bit. Our steak is done cooking, and all we have left to do is put our potato salad right on our plate. So I'm just going to go ahead and plate this right up. Put a big heaping pile for Luis. And then I'm just going to stick a couple tomatoes on here.
Perfect.
Perfect. So in this episode of Crazy Delicious Cooking, we took you back to Brazil for another recipe. This time we made potato salad, or
Maionese de Batata.
you can serve this with an ice cold beer, or if you really want to get the party started, watch our caipirinha episode and make a caipirinha for yourself to become a true Brazilian. So thank you for joining us on another episode of Crazy Delicious Cooking. We're ready to eat. We'll see you next time. Bye.
See you guys.
I'm so excited for this one. It is to die for. I don't like it. I'm too dramatic. On this episode, we're making potato salad, or in Portuguese and in Brazil, we call it
Salada. Oh no.
Luis doesn't know what it's called in Portuguese. Mayonnaise.
Maionese de Batata.
Okay. On this episode, we're making potato salad, or in Portuguese and in Brazil, we call it
Salada de maionese, which is basically...
Isn't it mayonnaise de batata?
What do they say?
Salada. Okay.
Mayonese. Maionese de batata.
Mayonnaise or mayonnaise?
Mayonese
Uh-huh.
de batata.
Okay. God, my instruction is so good, Luis. Today we're making potato salad, or in Portuguese and in Brazil they call it
Maionese de batata.
so slow.
I know.
Can you cut it? I don't want you to have to cut it.
I know. Maionese de batata. What?
I can't remember your language, Luis. Are you sure that's what it's called? Yeah. Now I feel like I'm skeptical of the name.
Oh my god. I'm not Brazilian.
Batata. Mayonnaise. I thought you just say it's mayonnaise.
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 Maionese de batata.
Okay. Okay.
Maionese de batata.
Okay.